Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at a message that is meant to reach you right now. And to do this reading, you can either pick your piles using your zodiac signs. If this is your preferred method, you will find a timestamp to that down in the description box. But of course, if you prefer to pick your piles using your intuition, you can either pick them through the 10 of Cups in each deck or through the crystals. In that case, let me introduce them to you. For pile number 1, you have the Mookaite Jasper. For pile number 2, you have the green Jasper. And for pile number 3, you have the blue Agate. And this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, sometimes you could even be drawn to all of the piles. If this is the case, trust your intuition. It always guides you and leads you to the right reading. You never know what your guides and the universe want to communicate with you and what is meant to reach you and how important this could be in your life at the moment. And once you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. In a moment, I am about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then as you know, this specific section was created specifically for you guys. And what I like to do is shuffle your signs really well before drawing out 4 signs for each pile. All right, so I think we're pretty much ready. Let's draw out the first 4 signs. So for pile number 1, the signs are Scorpio, Aries, Libra, and Gemini. For pile number 2, the signs are Pisces, Leo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And for pile number 4, the signs are Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Cancer. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I, of course, highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, as I always mention, if you prefer to pick them using another placement in your chart, feel free to do that as well. These are all just different ways to make it more enjoyable and easier to pick your piles. At the end of the day, it's all up to you and how you see is the best way for you to pick your pile. Once you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at a message that is meant to reach you right now. Your crystal is the beautiful Mookaite Jasper. Some of you have picked this deck using the 10 of Cups from this deck. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are these two? Scorpio, Aries, Libra, and Gemini. Welcome to your reading. Just a quick reminder, if these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's take a look at your oracle cards first and see what message is meant to reach you right now. So you have the Bear with interior force, stability, and authority. Okay. So that's an extra card in this deck. You can see a bird on a branch, right? You have patience, and you can see the strawberries ripening. You have resistance. And you have the Zenith. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. Okay, so what message is meant to reach you right now? I think it's pretty clear. I think you guys can see it as well, but let's wait and see your cards. So you have, right, exactly. So you have the 5 of Pentacles. You have the King of Cups. Wow. The 9 of Swords. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, I got a really cool message for you guys. The Devil card. You have the 5 of Swords. All right, so you can see here with the Bear, you can see internal force. I think your reading here or your guides are talking about how you have taken your time to build inner strength. See, the Bear is hibernation. So I feel like you've gone through like major challenges in your life, and I see this through this resistance card. You can see that a tree has been windswept, right? So you can see the shattered glass in the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like you've gone through such difficult things that at some point you felt like your whole life was shattered. You felt broken. You felt like maybe everything shattered into pieces. And your cards here are depicting how you've gone through this, being patient, looking inside, building inner strength. And although life was so harsh that at some point the strong wind tore down everything in your life, your guides are saying you've learned through it with the Hierophant in the Devil card. You've gone through a lot of situations in your life that were very toxic, maybe toxic people, like really difficult things that would have shattered anyone into bits. And you can see here that you took the time away maybe from life with the Bear. You took a break from everything you could have taken a break. Like you hibernated, not like you taken a break as in rested, or maybe you have. But I feel like you pulled yourself away from many things in life or many people. And you've built inner strength. Slowly but surely, you ripened. And you're at the moment on some form of threshold where you will watch and see the difference and the sweetness of that hard work that you put in. See, when there is hard work, no one can really see it that much. Maybe you can sense how you feel, and it can show you the difference in how you feel on the inside, but maybe not so much on the outside world. Maybe a little bit, but you will see the sweetness of how the hard work you put to ripen these days. Because I see you picking things up again. I see you picking things up in the different areas of your life, putting it together gracefully and thinking, yeah, life shattered everything down, but I can calmly pick the pieces up and bring it back up, bring my whole life back up again. So your guides are saying that now nothing can break you. And I say this because you see here with this tree being swept, windswept, now the wood itself has hardened, the grip of its root has strengthened, and it can welcome any windstorm. It's not afraid of it anymore. In fact, I always tell you this about this card. It reminds me of birds, that when they stand on a branch, they don't rely on how strong the branch is. They rely on their capability to fly if it wasn't so in place, sturdy. So here it's very clear that your guides are saying, congratulations, you have built emotional stability. Your emotions and how you feel on the inside is very stable. You've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. The kings and the queens in tarot are balanced. Here you can see a lot of emotional stability and a lot of groundedness. Here you can see that your guides are saying the very things that used to beat you down and disappoint you, because this is both the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in one card, you will now watch yourself being fully capable of beating it. The old things that used to shatter you and bring you down, whether it has to do with how you feel emotionally, or even things with the pentacles like resources, jobs, money, anything of that nature, it won't shatter you anymore. You are now so resilient. You've understood how to carry yourself, how to carry your resources even. And you're not afraid of life's hits that much anymore. In fact, I feel like the Zenith card has to do with something coming in full circle. Let me read that to you. I'm gonna open to page 84. And let's just take a quick peek at what the guidebook says about this card. Apotheosis, culmination, right? Coming full circle, yeah, exactly. Success, apex. You are on top of the world. Things are coming full circle, reaching their greatest peak. Soaring heights can often feel frightening, but only because we are at a point where we are looking down and feeling afraid to fall. The zenith may often feel like an ending where everything has reached a state of completion. Goals might be accomplished, or a sequence of events may have culminated towards a climax. It may be time to consider what is next, or ask ourselves how we can lift up those around us now that we've become more experienced ourselves. I really feel for you, seeing this card in combination of the rest of the cards, that the culmination here seems to be your inner strength and how you've grown and how you've built resilience. And since we're talking about something coming full circle and you're entering a new chapter, the Queen of Pentacles here certainly talks about what to expect next. You can see that the Queen of Pentacles has carved a star out of the pentacle. So star could be fame or holding your own dreams, and it could be both. So up next for you, I can see that the universe is telling you that you are going to be very fortunate. You've built, in terms of your fortune, you genuinely have built yourself, not from ground up. You've built yourself from being absolutely shattered to being stable And now you're reaching the stars. I feel here with the Nine of Swords this is the background of the Nine of Wands, which is resilience, confidence, right? Persevering. I feel like the Nine of Swords, of course, talks about anxiousness, depression, anxiety. So I feel like we shouldn't miss this message. The universe is talking about how you went from being anxious to being confident. And that's something as well. And that's one of the things that brought you a lot of stability. And I really feel like it's part of the message that you're meant to hear. You're meant to be congratulated on putting in that inner work for you to ripen and see yourself in the way that you are today. Your roots have become stronger. You're self-sufficient, independent. You rely on yourself and not the circumstances on the outside. Something in your life has come full circle, and you are now entering a new chapter of your life, a new level, let's call it, a new level of your life. This time, never being entrapped and bogged down by the things that used to entrap you, maybe due to fears or due to bullying level, perhaps, something like that, or being entrapped by money or anything like that. Whether it's there or not, you're not entrapped. And because you have the key now to free yourself from these types of energy, you're ready to level up. Yeah, it's not a new chapter, it's a level up. It says here that you have a unique path carved especially for you. This path obviously has to do with your dreams. It is there carved for you. Should you put in the work, you'll be able to reach all the way through. And you did come a long way with the stairs here, and now you are leveling up. And this time the level up is more steep. It's more steep. You're going upwards quickly. Rather than little by little, which was the case in the past. I feel like there is an exponential growth or an exponential level up happening in your life. This is the seat of the wands. So there is power along with stability in resources, stability in power, but most importantly, stability in emotions. Okay, so really nice to see that for you. I feel like you've been very patient with yourself, very patient in building inner strength. You know, it's like exactly like that butterfly. You have really transmuted old energy into something that's bringing you freedom, something beautiful, something that brings you to higher heights. And that's why you are now ready and able to take on that energy of leveling up. You know, leveling up is not easy. There's a lot of responsibilities and things that many people don't see about it. All of us don't see about it. And it's only when we level up that we get to see, these are the sort of things I have to deal with when leveling up. And you always think, if I hadn't learned these skills, I wouldn't have been able to handle the sort of leveling up like that. You know, we all, for example, a good way to explain this is when we all wish to be like managers one day, for example, like or a specific artist one day or anything like that. Only when it is given to you, like, here, take the brush, you get to have that job, and you're like, but I don't know how to draw. Oh my God, how can I be responsible for something like that? Or, I don't know how to, I don't have the skills to be that manager, or this or that and the other. So it's one thing to wish, and it's another to actually be able to handle it when it comes. And that's what I feel is happening now. You will realize as you're leveling up, you will have thoughts like, yikes, now I understand that if I had this wish before, or that level up before, I wouldn't have been able to handle it had I not had this power, the stability of emotions, and that type of confidence, and all the experience that came from what you've been through. Okay, so wow, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. I was right, actually, about a chapter. It's not just a level up, it's also a new chapter. A new chapter means that you're putting a lot of things behind. And that's what I meant by the difference between a new chapter and a level up. Level up feels to me like it's the same, it's just getting up. New chapter, to me, makes me feel like many things are ending, and that's the death figure and the Wheel of Fortune. Many things are actually ending in your life. You're closing doors or closing books on many old things, and you're starting anew. So maybe it's both, leveling up and a new chapter. So let's explore. Wheel of Fortune shows that you are on the positive side of the wheel. It's moving upwards for you. You're being very fortunate. The wheels of fate are moving to your favor. And you have the Three of Cups, the Chariot, the Judgment card, and you have the Knight of Swords. It's kind of like you won the battle. You might have, you won the war. You might have lost battles previously, but you won the war because you will be knighted, or you will be receiving the honors of this new level up. So I see with the Judgment card some form of announcement that is prompting you to make a move. And perhaps this is where the new chapter is beginning. You seem to have some people helping you here. You see? And they're the ones who have seen you in pain and now are celebrating your win. This is so nice to have, my dear pile number one. Yeah, you even have company here. Yes. You seem to be celebrating now with others who are very happy for you. Maybe this means you are all beginning this new chapter together. You're all moving together. Maybe this is your family or your team members or a group of friends. But there seems to be people around you here. And there is an awakening where all of you are surprised by the announcement, by the news. And all of you are moving forward, celebrating this win. You might have had some people who were proclaiming to know it all. But with the Hierophant here, the reds, I feel like you genuinely found the real knowledge as in comparison to what they were preaching. Because this is really catching my eye. I feel like this Pope or this figure is asking the Strength card here for something and she's avoiding it. So I have this crazy idea that some people used to preach to you about how to handle maybe life, who to be, maybe blaming you for things or anything of that nature. Now, as your fortune is changing, you see them kind of like begging you for something. Like, hey, please take me with you or something. Hey, do this for me. They're changing their tone from being toxic, from maybe leaving you with a death figure. Like maybe they left you in the past. Maybe they scolded you. And now that your fortune is changing, they're like, please do this for us or something. And you're cringing here. You're like, no. And it's so clear now because you're appearing to be the one who's wise through the old preaching. Like you were right maybe, or the way you're handling it now is right as opposed to what they've been preaching. Just a crazy idea that I intuitively picked that I can see here. So what you're meant to hear is that some people who have been scolding you or maybe talking down on you, appearing to know it all, maybe even discouraging you from doing the things that you're currently doing or anything of that sort, will be the ones, before you like end this chapter and move to the next one, because this is a major level up here. This is actually a new chapter. They will now be asking you to join in. I feel like you will be cringing here due to the toxicity. This is the devil card after all. And you will be taking with you the ones who were there for you through thin and thick, through the good and the bad. The ones who are genuinely celebrating your wins. And these are the ones you are moving with. Chariot, and movement could be anything. Movement to this new chapter. Movement, to this new chapter that's happening. I feel that you're getting a great announcement, an honorable one. And that is the mark of ending this war once and for all. This war could have been the struggle that you have gone through previously. It's coming through some announcement. Let's find out what this announcement is that is so significant that it's making you end the chapter here. So let's see. What is this announcement, please? Judgment also is like you're being rated. So you've got the King of Pentacles. We're now clarifying the judgment, the announcement. You have the Hanged Man. Wow, you've got the Seven of Swords in the background of the Seven of Cups. You know, I'm impressed because this is Arthur's sword, and this gives me the idea that only one person can remove that sword, giving me an impression that you're being honored here as the only person that can do this, or like maybe the right candidate, for example, for this position, or something like that. Ooh, and you've got the Fool sitting in the Emperor. This is big. Remember when we were just saying that we all want some things, but we've got to be ready for them? It's crazy. I feel like you're getting into a new territory that you haven't been in before, and you're getting that position. You're like, although you haven't been in this territory before, you, however, are exactly the right person we're looking for. Please accept our offer. Please accept our offer and take this position. So you're like, oh, this is new to me, but it's true. I am fully capable. The King of Pentacles, this is like someone who's got everything that they need, right? The King of Pentacles has got all the needed resources to make something happen. So although you are new to that specific situation, you've got everything that you need. So things like skills, resources needed to make it happen, information, connections, I don't know, but you've got everything that you need. And the Strength in the Hanged Man, it makes me feel like you're being viewed as, how can someone like this be hanging there? Like, didn't anyone notice that this is the right candidate for what we need? Something of that nature. So you're getting an announcement. Announcement could be email, could be official communication, could be even recognition, could be word of mouth. Yeah, attention. You're getting some form of attention of someone or an organization or something that feels like, how was this person not seen? Maybe they don't have this specific title, for example, but they're strong. They've got all the skills needed for this exact position. Do we have to go down the down the path of looking for someone who had this position when, for example, we've failed in that route over and over? Or should we now maybe open our minds a little bit and start looking for someone? Let's redefine what are the skills that we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe the people in the market who have this position aren't really fit to exactly fit ours. So maybe we should look in terms of skills that time. And so you have somebody here who's offering you something because you're so fitted exactly to that tricky situation that they're in with the Seven of Swords. And they're like, oh, how is someone with that type of strength, with that type of skill, be hanging there? This is the person that we need, and this is the person that's filling our the position. And this is really what I feel is happening for you these days. And this is happening at the same time where you are ripening on the inside, and that's how your outside world is appearing and matching that frequency. And perhaps this is how you're moving quickly up. You're definitely leveling up. And I think I was right about the star here, because you're seen, you're recognized, you're really seen correctly for the first time. And my dear pile, not for the first time, for who you truly are. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck in the next endeavor and the next journey of your life. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at a message that is meant to reach you right now. Your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. Some of you have chosen this pile through the 10 of Cups in this deck. And if you picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Leo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's take a look at what your message is, my dear pile number 2. You have the Forest. Okay. You also have Disintegration. It's turning into an eye here. Okay. It makes me feel, this eye, that you can still see it even though it's disintegration, which reminds me of energy. That energy can neither be destroyed or created. So maybe something is changing forms now or something. You have Contentment. And you have Fire with energy, action, and confidence. Trust. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. So right off the bat, you've got the Death card with transformation, and that's very significant because we did see that something is changing forms, changing how you see it. Okay, you have the Magician, the Nine of Swords, and you have the Ten of Cups. Wow, okay. You've got the Lover's card, the Knight of Cups. Okay. So what I am seeing here, especially with Contentment, is that something is changing in your life. And it might scare you a little bit with the Nine of Swords. But look at the shadow. This figure here really has nothing realistically to be afraid of. It's a shadow, it's not real. And so this is talking about how you might these days see something in your life change drastically. And as things are changing, you might be there sitting, feeling absolutely afraid and going, no, I don't want this to happen. You are thinking that this drastic change is there to scare you or is there to end something. When really with the Ten of Cups and contentment, see, the Ten of Cups is a card of elation. Contentment, it shows that this change is actually going to make you so happy. I think I channeled an idea here as I was looking at the forest and the Ten of Cups. So let me show you what idea I just got hit with. So let's say there is like a huge forest here, right? All of this is a forest. And there's a wonderful beach right there. That is a beautiful beach that people in this city need to go to. And to go to because of the forest, let's say they take an airplane to cross over and go to the beach, right? So to take that airplane and go to the beach, it becomes such an expensive holiday. So let's say two people were like, you know what? I've taken a look at the map of the forest. There's like this very little area here, and it's really perfect for crossing this forest. And we don't have to pay all this money, airplane money. We can literally just cross it. It looks like it's an easy place to cross, and we don't have to pay all this money to go to the beach. Okay, so they get this crazy idea. One of them gets this crazy idea, hypes the other person up. They take the car, park it, and then they start hiking, crossing this little area of forest to get to the other side. So as they're crossing this little forest, since they haven't done it before, one of them starts panicking. I told you, this was such a bad idea. Every single time there is a sound, they feel like there is danger. Maybe they feel like they lost their way a little bit. They can't see ahead. One of them panics. The other person who's bought the idea starts panicking and going, I told you this was a bad idea. We didn't have to go to the beach. We could have just saved up for the ticket. This, that, and the other. And hates that they've taken this risk. But after 45 minutes, just as they've calculated, they find themselves on the other side and they find the beach and they're out. And once they make it out, they start laughing about and making fun of all of the complaints that they've done in that little area as they were crossing the forest. Not that anyone should do that. I'm just like, this is the idea that I channeled. They have a wonderful time at the beach. They cross back, and now they have the confidence to do that over and over again. Now they pack well, they know what to expect. And as they traverse this little gap in the forest or little area in the forest, they gain experience, and it's something that they're now super proud of, that they tell other people about. So I feel like I channeled this idea for some reason, because it seems like maybe you are taking a huge risk in life, but it's helping you come to the other side and have so much fun. And as you're taking that risk, trust. We did say trust, energy, action, and trust. And as you are taking a leap of faith in something, during that transition period or that choice that you've made, you see that transition with the Knight of Cups is something that you are excited about, something you want to do, but you feel is very risky. I feel like that transition time, you might feel super worried, especially as you see the old disintegrating. So I feel like the message that is meant to reach you is that once you take that risk, you will actually be so lucky and you're going to be very happy on the other side. So you're actually encouraged to take that choice. But at the same time, you're also, with the owl here, advised to be wise, to look ahead before you make before you take any action. Like, be prepared for it, of course. Prepare for the worst, but expect the best. And you prepare for the worst just so that you, in case anything happens, you're prepared. But expect the best once you've prepared everything. And the Magician here shows that you have the skills. You have what it takes to take that risk. Maybe you're thinking, What risk is this reading talking about? Perhaps this means that you will be presented with it soon, and the reading is preparing you to consider it. So maybe something is about to happen. You will take a leap of faith. You can see with your intuition that it's a great idea, but at the same time, your guides are saying, prepare very well before you get into that risk. So at least when you're going through it, your imagination doesn't take the best of you. Is that the expression? Yeah, doesn't take the best of you. But do note that it's a risk that is very short timed. You're not gonna like be staying for long in this transition area. It might feel like it's long if you are afraid. If you're not, you're just gonna enjoy the ride. It's gonna be such a short little time until you cross to the other side feeling very content and happy about what you received. And speaking of receiving, there's a doorbell. Doorbells are an opportunity coming. So are you taking a risk because you're getting an opportunity? Let's find out. So you have the King of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Justice card. Oh, there's some legalities here. And the Sun card. I feel like you will be offered something substantial with the King of Swords. You actually are getting an opportunity, because this was not by coincidence, this doorbell in your reading. Now, you are getting this great opportunity, this great offer, but because it requires a lot of legality, and it seems with the innocence of the children and the Sun card, maybe you haven't got into something like this before, and that's why you're afraid. You could be dealing with a lot of savvy people with the Five of Swords. It's not savvy, it's more like bullying. You feel like obviously this person or this thing that is offering you this great deal is not doing it out of the kindness of their hearts. Obviously they're doing it because there is something in there for them. So I feel like this is saying that initially you will be very afraid, especially that there's a lot of legalities involved, to enter into this. I heard venture in my mind, I could be wrong, but to enter into or to take this offer because you feel like one wrong hit, if they bully you or if they use your signature in the wrong way or your agreement in the wrong way, it might really hurt you. And look, notice the Ten of Swords is in conjunction to the Nine of Swords. I feel like there is something happening in your life, by the way. And I feel now that this didn't happen in your life yet. With the doorbell, this makes me understand that it's about to happen in your life. So your reading here is showing, don't worry, you're going to be very happy with that. But you definitely have to be wise. Your instinct, your eye telling you you need to look out is in fact very true. Here you have Le Voyage à travers l'impossible makes me confirm that you're actually going to go through something risky. It is risky. It's the journey to the impossible. You're going to come out positive though on the other side. It's a huge risk, but you do know that it is a huge win at the same time. What is this offer that you're getting that will make you feel tempted to take something so risky? I mean, you definitely do see an advantage here. So what is that offer? Wheel of Fortune. It's a very fortunate one. Obviously, it makes a lot of sense. You can see that you've got some winning ticket somehow to something. It's like risky, but you're all in this together. Unless this person or these people make a bad move. So King of Swords is legit. It's nothing shady, right? It's nothing shady at all. But it's your risk of knowing, like, if, for example, if this is a big corporation, you don't know what they can use or what they can do, kind of thing. You have the devil card. We're asking, what is this thing? Okay. And you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So it's an offer that does require a risk. It could be this company or this person or whatever this is. It's legit, but they're like, hey, we want to give you this opportunity. We feel like, for example, if you're like buying real estate, for example, it's kind of like, hey, you're going to get it at this really good price. Since you're getting it now before it's built, you are going to be very fortunate to own something at a small price like that. But at the same time, if anything goes wrong, there's no liability on our side. Something like that. And it could be with the Knight of Pentacles that the advantage here is that you get to pay it slowly. Another example of that could be some form of contract that has huge benefits but huge risks. One, that you want to be very slow at studying and looking at and putting everything together before you sign. So yeah, it's an opportunity offered to you. Something along these lines, and you're being guided not to jump into it, but not to reject it. You're being guided to read through it wisely before you take action. Okay, so the next question here becomes, what is your guidance with this offer then? I know it is about looking at things wisely. How can you do that? What steps are you guided to take? High Priestess. Seven of Pentacles, right. Right, this is nice. The Six of Pentacles. The Tower. And finally this card, Six of Swords. So, you're guided to have a very open mind. To be open-minded, like don't have pre-conditions or pre-set beliefs about something. You're advised to look beyond what you think is correct or what you think is wrong. And so with the High Priestess, this is like a lot of knowledge. So be patient in taking the time to read page by page or seeking knowledge about everything that you need to know. Don't make a move. Be super patient with the Seven of Pentacles, because the more you are knowledgeable, the more you're equipped with information, the more you'll feel like, oh, I totally have this. I totally have this put together. I'm good. So patience with knowledge. If there's something about payment here, then it is be very consistent with your payment. Okay. Six of Pentacles is assistance. So as you're studying, if you feel at any point that you need an expert's assistance, you've got the scales here, maybe a legal, you need a legal opinion, make sure that you collect it, that you get it. And this should be assistance on any type of information that can help you bypass any danger. So yeah, it's clear. It's all about studying and looking at things wisely from all directions. To be able to look at things from all directions before it is getting into a risk. This is like a calculated risk, just like the story of the forest here. The more you've got it well looked at, the safer this is absolutely going to be. In fact, you're going to come on the other side safe on a journey that may look to everyone as impossible to do. So yeah, take all the time in the world to be informed about the little things as well as the big things. Seek guidance and assistance, especially on the dangerous matters and on the matters that you may not be seeing with the High Priestess. Like, definitely seek guidance of an expert if you're getting into something so unknown like that, because this assistance will help you traverse through the difficulties within the situation. And if you get yourself covered in this, you are absolutely fine to go ahead with it. In fact, you're going to be so happy and elated, content with what happens, because that fortune that made you begin this deal from the first place, you will receive towards the end of it. So if you do, in fact, follow your guidance here, how are things going to go down? Let's take it like the stages. What are the stages that you're going to go through? And I believe if you get yourself super educated and knowledgeable about what should be done, you'll be able to beat this and you won't have to go through it with stress. So yeah, do the right thing, educate yourself. So what are the stages of whatever it is that you're going to go through? You have the Hermit, some alone time of you not knowing what's going on. It's that phase of crossing the forest on your own. So yeah, there is a little bit of waiting and absolutely not knowing what's going on, what's going to go down. It's exactly crossing the forest. You've got your lantern and you're wishing for the best. Because with the library here, you've educated yourself and you're ready to go towards the forest. Whoa, what are the phases? 10 of Pentacles. It's exactly what I envisioned here. You cross the other side, you're at that beach. Bam! So there's a little bit of waiting time. You're on your own. That's where the waiting time is. A little bit of waiting time during that transition, and bam, magic happens. 10 of Pentacles is like the ultimate manifestation card. You're getting everything that you want from the situation, all round. The fortune that you were promised, as you went through it carefully, you come out to the other side very fortunate and very positive. So yeah, don't be afraid when things start disintegrating, or when you like take that decision and you're in it now. Your past is in the past, kind of thing. Once you're in the forest, you've already taken that you've already taken that decision, and what's done has been done. Trust the process. Trust the process, take action, and you will see a lot of magic in this situation. Okay, very cool, my dear pile number 2. Let's see what else it is that is meant to reach you. You have, wow, the Star card. This is that hit of luck, that opportunity, that once in a lifetime opportunity that comes. You do it right, you reach the stars. This is a big deal here. You've got the 7 of Cups. It's like, yeah, a wild card with the 7 of Cups. Exactly, getting a wild chance in life. A wild chance that no one can imagine happening. Especially if this person is looking at something covered, right? So it's one of these wild events that you don't see coming. You have the 4 of Swords. The 6 of Cups. So yeah, I think your reading is talking about something that you do not see coming. An opportunity that you do not see coming. You have the World card. Ooh, I'm seeing something. And you have the Hierophant. So you know how when you have a childhood dream with the 6 of Cups, like for example, a child would say, "Ooh, I want to be an astronaut." Another would say, "I want to be rich and famous. I want to be this." And then when we grow up into what we think is the real world, we start putting these dreams to the side. I feel like this is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity that as an adult you did not see coming. It's with the 4 of Swords here, especially the mourning 4 of Swords. It's a dream that you mourned a long, long time ago. As you got into your adulthood, realizing that maybe that was just childhood dreams, back to the real world. I feel like this is an opportunity that will actually take you there, make it fulfilled, make it come true. And so in a short span of time, my dear pile number 2, you will find yourself in that wild position. And position doesn't have to be work. Position of that dream. Being in that situation that one day, a long, long time ago, when you were a kid, thinking about what your future self would be, this is what you envisioned for yourself. How about we take a look? The one thing we didn't look at is, what is this fortune? What is this wild thing that you've wanted as a child that you get to experience in adulthood, where you get to have this wild dream beyond imagination come true, where you are sitting in that position, living that dream in reality? So what is this wild card? What is this wild offer? Ace of Wands. It's certainly coming out of the blue, but what is this Ace of Wands? Wow, Nine of Pentacles. Like I mentioned, this is a dream, a huge dream for you. Can we get information about this dream, please? Because Ace of Wands and Nine of Pentacles, this is a passionate dream. This is not like a dream. This is a dream that will shake you up on the inside. So can we kindly get more information on that? Again, the King of Cups. I think it could be, if I dare to say, with the King of Cups, is the most thing you care about. The most thing you are passionately wishing for. It's like, if someone talks about your dreams, if you're talking about your dreams with someone, you would say, I wish for that to happen, I wish for this to happen, but if this happens, oh my God, something like that. That type of dream. So I can already read the energy of it. Empress. We're getting a clue here. So, Empress is many things. Empress has to do with A, beauty or attractiveness. B, love, since it's Venusian energy. C, luxury and abundance. 4, being in a territory and a position and a place that you love. D, nurture, motherhood. So some of you want to be a mother. With the poppy flowers here, this also reminds me of tranquility and winning a war. So for some of you, seeing the poppy flowers here, some of you are going through, I don't want to say a war, but like some battles, that you're battling something, and that risky move could be where you actually find whatever it is that you're looking on the outside of the battle, like finally healing and finding peace, being in the place that you love. So another thought I thought about when I was talking about the poppy flowers is health. So if you're battling a form of illness, maybe your doctor will say, hey, there is like a new treatment. It absolutely can heal this, but it's risky. It may cause this and this and this and that. So are you willing to sign and try it? And here it talks about, where we looked at the cards, getting into the details and not just taking their word for it, like looking at the published papers, looking at this, asking other doctors about this specific thing or this specific that, and like being absolutely educated, talking to other medical doctors and things like that before you begin. So these are the different areas that I see. Health, a battle, that any type of battle you're going through, luxury, wealth, comfort in life, love, abundance, position that you love, place that you love, motherhood as well. So yeah, these are the areas that I am seeing when it comes to this offer that you're getting. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at a message that is meant to reach you right now. Your crystal is the beautiful blue agate. Some of you have picked this pile, or rather this deck, using the 10 of Cups. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you guys, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. It does not mean that everyone watching only has to be within these 4 signs. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. You have the thunder, or the lightning rather, with ending, upheaval, warning. Okay. Right. Are you going through something difficult at the moment? Maybe with lightning, something looks difficult, or maybe you've gone through something difficult because there's lightning and then thunder. So maybe you're waiting for the other shoe to drop or something. Maybe not necessarily something bad's going to happen, but maybe you're just, because lightning and then thunder, things have gone wrong in the past and you're anticipating something else to happen because you're seeing some signs that are making you feel uneasy. Maybe too early to read the cards. Let's wait. Really nice. You've got the waterfall. You have redemption. Oh, that exact card popped up in pile number 1. And so if you were drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. You see a bird standing on a branch. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards to see what message is meant to reach you right now. You can see another tree growing from an old one. How interesting. Okay. Empress, you know, the womb, right? The womb. I feel like you are currently in a protective environment, allowing you to grow. You have the Hanged Man. Yeah, there is like a pause in your life. And I think you feel like this pause, you're anticipating this pause to be a sign for danger to come. When really with the waterfall, the message that is meant to reach you is that no danger is going to happen. Don't worry about it. In fact, the best is yet to happen for you. The best is yet to happen. So don't anticipate the bad. This is just a womb. It might feel dark, but it's allowing you to grow. And that's what a womb is. You have the Lover's card. And so the cool thing about the womb is safety. So I feel like your message is don't focus on the darkness, not being able to see ahead, seeing it as a sign of something bad happening, but take the energy of the womb, make benefit of the energy of the other energy of the womb, and that is safety. Something that is encapsulating you, allowing you to rest and grow safely. So you have the Lover's card, the Knight of Pentacles. It's kind of like take it slow, take it slow. You have the Death card, and one door closes, another opens right away. So you're just in a transition area. And look at that. The rope is about to break. The end is about to happen, and you're going to be leaving anyways, not having to deal with the past. So that's just a transitional place that you're in right now. Yeah, you see, this person is going to go there anyway, so it doesn't matter what happens with the rope. They're holding a sword, trying to cut through this rope, when really there's a door opening up behind them. Ooh, you got your 10 of Cups. So the other side of the door, you can see that you're going to be very happy. It's evergreen. The water's flowing. There are wonderful people around you, and you've got so many blessings surrounding you. So you are going through a transitional phase. So this means that some event has happened in your life recently. You can see the tree here has been hit by thunder, right? What are the odds? And another one is growing. So some event has happened in your life recently. It was maybe a hard hit. It caused a door to close, and you're in the middle, afraid, in that in-between time. Here I can see that you're expecting the thunder, or you're expecting the second shoe to drop, when in fact what's happening is that another door is opening up, another life is being created. And it shows you in your cards here during this transitional time. And it might look like a lock, but you have the key. Again, you can see here with the bird on the branch. Remember what I tell you guys about this card? That a bird doesn't rely on the stability of a branch, but it relies on its ability to fly. So whether the branch falls or not, or whether there's lightning or not, you will have the full capability of coming out of this. Yes, there are choices, and there is some form of discipline that you're going to have to make, for sure. You have the key in your hand at the end of the day. But what's going to happen is that a door towards great happiness is actually going to open up. And I feel like it's opening up due to your capability of flying, of making the right choices, and of being consistent in regards to something. Okay, so let's see, what is this transition? What is this abundance? And what it is exactly that you are guided to do to open up this door. So the first guidance here is, don't wait for the second shoe to drop. That's not going to happen. Some new life is sprouting out of that very difficulty that you're observing. Yeah, lightning that you're observing at the moment. So you have the Strength card. Wow, the 9 of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. I think the choice here has to do with direction. What's your direction? And you also have some money maybe saved to the side. Or maybe you get an opportunity that will give you money these days. You have, I feel like whatever this is, you're going to be supported with money to help you out with this. Whether it's saved on the side or an opportunity that's coming, or some money that you're going to make these days. You have the Tower card, and it's a really awesome Tower card because you can see here that the witch is pleased. She's the one that brought it down. Something that wasn't right has been brought down. Okay. The Fool card. It almost feels like she's reached her destination. And so a journey is about to start because she's reached that destination. And finally, you have the Queen of Cups in this row. So you can see turmoil happening. It's speaking of the thunder that we are seeing in the reading. And I believe this is saying, stand strong. Don't be afraid of it. It may look scary, but in its essence, it's not at all. You can continuously see the idea that it's taking you to a beautiful place that you will love. A favorable place with the 9 of Pentacles. It's where you want to go. although it might not look like it during the womb stage, but really you are moving to the exact place that you want to go to. So the choice here seems to be a choice about your next moves. Take it step by step, your cards are saying. You may not be seeing all of it yet, but at every step, try to make the right choice by just taking the next step. If you can't see ahead, at least make a decision about the next day and the day after and the day after. So take it step by step is what I'm seeing. Make educated decisions based on the information that you have at the moment. And don't be afraid of what's dropping out of your life. It is only there to help you create new life, and it's not there to take something from you. So have faith in that. Again, take it day by day. If you're afraid of payments, for example, or some responsibilities, you will be supported at each step with the needed resources, whether they're money or whatever type of resources that you need to use. At every step, you will need that you're able to pay it, use it, pay it or use it, depending on what this is, to do what is due or pay what is due. You should not be worried about the things that fall, because you have the full capability of relying on yourself, on being independent. So don't be afraid of things falling. You will always find that you're able to fly through it all, that you're able to thrive. Don't worry about it. You're built different, because these are wings. So I get the idea that you're built different. You can fly, right? You can avoid what's happening down there. If anything falls down, you're not meant to be down. You're meant to stay above. And at the end of the day, a cat has 9 lives. In the death card, that's not the end. It will not be the end for you. This means that no matter how many times you get hit, you will always stay afloat. So plan each step as far as you can see ahead, and stay dedicated. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Stay dedicated, stay consistent, and don't worry about what's falling. Continue to look towards the future, because shortly after small decisions followed by consistent steps, continuous small decisions followed by continuous steps, being dedicated. It won't matter the doors that have closed or what you've left behind, because you will find yourself in another scene altogether, in a place that you will love. See, the Queen of Cups is fulfilled emotionally. So you will be in a place very shortly that fulfills you emotionally, gives you so much emotional satisfaction. That's what's common between the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Being very happy where you are, emotionally and in terms of your resources as well. So I would say financially. Your cards are very clear. And this is why you're being guided not to anticipate danger, because you will be exactly where you want to be. In fact, with the 10 of Cups, especially emotionally, you're going to get more than what you are expecting for yourself. Financially, you are achieving what you're dreaming of, what you're wishing for. Or maybe this is not finances for you. You're looking for some form of results. So you'll be achieving the results that you are dreaming of. And you will have the means to make it happen at every step of the way. Okay, so let's see what else is meant to reach you, my dear pile number 3. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles. Interesting, okay. Continue to cook. Continue to do what is needed. Again, the financial support. You're going to be really wealthy. If this is money for you, if this is something else, you're going to have so blessed. You're going to be blessed with so much good results. The 5 of Cups. The 6 of Pentacles. See, this is very clear. This is talking about don't cry over spilt milk. Don't cry over what you've lost now. Let it go. With the 6 of Pentacles, you really will be given generously. It won't matter anymore what you've lost in the past. At some point, it really won't, depending on what this is, of course. But really, if I were to read honestly without like being careful with what I say, I would say this is saying it won't matter what. It's honestly what I'm saying. It won't matter what dropped, because you will really be given generously and abundantly. You can even see it right there next to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so continue to master what you're mastering. We'll see in a moment. You have the 7 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. I feel this is talking about practice. Practice makes perfect. Since you don't see ahead really, and you're making tiny choices depending on what you're seeing now. So this is actually talking about practicing making perfect, or the map. Actually, it's not practice makes perfect. This is the more you try something out, the more it will be adjusted to perfection. It's like tweaking. Continue to take steps and it will become clear. It will come together for you. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you will be living the dream. That's it. That's it. You will be living the dream very soon, feeling very abundant. So don't cry over spilt milk. Forget about it for now, because as a result of where you're going, you will be given so generously. Just continue to be patient and work in harmony with the 2 of Cups. Patience, consistency, in harmony will fully open that door to exactly where you want to go. So how long is this a door, if we are allowed to ask? If you take the advice and continue to be dedicated and take it bit by bit and adjust until it goes well, because you're not maybe meant to see the whole way now, just pieces by pieces, continue to work patiently in harmony and letting go of whatever is dropped, doing your best. How long will it take for you, if we're allowed to know, for that door to open, please? Where you're on the other side very happy. 10 of Pentacles. Seeing, before the 10 of Pentacles came out, I saw the number 4. And I thought to myself, could this be in 4 months? Given that we are now in June, in 4 months, it's going to be October. So here's the thing. If you're watching this reading now, you will be out of this transitional time fully. Not that things aren't going to progress and grow during that time. Absolutely. But that door to the other side seems to be in October for you. If you're watching this later, 4 means in 4 months' time for you. And it's funny. It seems like you'll be hustling in one direction, but really another door altogether is opening up by that time. Yet, you are guided to continue trying. I don't know. Perhaps this door will affect another door to open. Let's ask about that. So, since this is a whole new door opening, can we just, for curiosity's sake, learn why pile number 3 needs to continue in that direction if another door is opening up altogether, please? Ace of Swords, experience. And the Moon card, you'll find out in due time. But you'll find clarity through the darkness. Wow, it is clarity through the darkness. You've got the Sun card. You've got another, two other cards. Oh my God, so many cards are moving. Okay, so... Seven of Cups and the Page of Swords. Let's read these first before we open these two up. So, yes, the reason you're asked to continue to go into your direction is because your vision is way bigger than the path you are in now. In order to achieve this huge vision, the universe needs to take you towards another path. But in the meantime, in order to see, clarity, sun, I get it. In order to see that path in the first place, it is a crossroad between the path you're already in at the moment. And so to see that path to begin with, you still have to go down that path to find this intersecting path. Okay, so nice. Okay, makes a lot of sense. Where did these... Oh, yeah. These were right there. You still have two cards. So Page of Swords is a new chapter. A new chapter towards your real wild dreams. Towards the real things that you want to achieve. That's why I keep getting Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's like being a Queen of Pentacles, being in the life that you want. And so it seems like the life that you want is very, there's a word for it. Aspiring is very, I can't remember the word. But you have big dreams, is what I'm trying to say. You have huge dreams. And to be able to cross paths with the real direction, you must continue to try. That's why you have perfection. I get it. You continue to try until you find that path that takes you towards your dreams. And that's why you're being guided to continue to try with that rope, because it is what is going to help you cross path towards the actual direction that you want. So a new chapter is beginning for you as you go through the path you're already in towards your wild dreams. And finally, you have two last cards that came with this question. You have the Ten of Swords and you have the Devil card. I feel like you are in a lot of pain at the moment, and rightfully so. Obviously, you're not going through something easy. You feel a bit tied down. You can see it here. Devil card makes me feel like the way you're getting money at the moment, or your resources, seems unfair. Seems like maybe your work is making use of you in an unfair way. The way you're getting these resources at the moment seems to be absolute. It feels wrong, and it feels like someone is making use of you. It's just all around wrong, and it's very painful. It might not be money, of course, although there's a dollar sign, but resources in general. I feel like whatever it is that you're getting your resources from, it keeps tempting you, but you know there's trouble ahead. You feel some form of lies and manipulation, and you feel a lot of pain. Your reading is saying continue to reach out. Continue to try. You're that close to opening up your own door. Whenever you're tired, remember you're that close to flying and reaching your destination. You're going to pick that up, and you are going to reach your destination exactly where you want to be. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading of a message that is meant to reach you right now. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!